Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we have two games for you as usual. One is in the Carabao Cup fourth round. Can we get through to the quarterfinals? If we are to get there, we have to beat a Premier League opposition in order to do so. And we continue our assault on those playoff places in the Championship at Coventry. Hello and welcome to episode 13 of To Be A Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games against Burnley in the Carabao Cup, Premier League Burnley, and against Coventry in the Championship. Both games are away from home, so at Turf Moor and at the, I think it's the Coventry Building Society Arena in Coventry. It's the one that's been having all the trouble with the pitch just recently, you know. Since you were last with us, we've played the one game against Sunderland. We beat them 2-0. Goals from Saka Jonah after 4 minutes and Callum O'Dowda after 64 minutes. Callum O'Dowda's first goal of the season got us in there. Continued with the 4-2-4 wide formation. The only thing that we did do is we tweaked that tactic very, very slightly to force the away team or the opposing team to actually come inside, not to go on the outside. So I'm not sure if that's going to work against Burnley or not. We'll see. In a way, we're not really expecting to get much further than this. I think the club vision is for us to reach the third round. So we've done that anyway. This is bonus time, really. It's the FA Cup. We've got to get to the fourth round. But that's, as I say, that being a little bit of a bonus at the moment. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Coventry, as I say, match against them at the Coventry Building Society Arena. Previous on them is we beat them last time out at our place 3-0. That back in February. Must have been last season. We haven't played them yet this season. But the last two outings at the Coventry Building Society Arena, we've lost, well, not lost, but lost one of the games, drew the other one. So we've not had a good time at the Coventry Building Society Arena. But overall, if you look at the 6 games that we have played against them, we are slightly up at the moment. Well, I think we've won 3, lost 1 against them, drawn the other 2. Burnley today. Past meetings, we haven't actually shown any past meetings against them. Seem to have missed them somewhere along the line. I think they've been up in the Premier League longer than this game's taking records for. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it at the moment. Really, best thing for us to do is get straight into the game against Burnley. And I can hear you all yelling at me because I didn't look at the Championship table. We will look at it ahead of the next game. There are a round of games going on, so it will change a little bit. So I just thought it was better let them filter through, and then we'll have a look at it ahead of our game against Coventry. In goal today, Bentley. Our defensive line is Pring, Nelson. Viner comes in for Moore, who is suspended. Roberts continues out on the right-hand side. Freeman and Deli Basharu are midfield. Masengo he had picked up an injury. He was on the bench, but I'll explain about Marshall in just a moment. So that's what's happening. And Williams is also suspended. Rogers, who I put on the left side in the last game against Sunderland, had an absolutely stonking game. So he's out there again. Semenyo out on the right-hand side. Young Coombs and Jana are both up front. On the bench, Kenner, Fernandez, O'Dowda, Delap, Zarente, Marshall, Dak, Townsend, and MacArthur. Marshall, who's been doing exceedingly well in the under-23s. I thought we'd perhaps put him on the bench today. Whether he'll get some game time, we'll have to wait and see. But I just thought we'd put him on the bench as we've got a slightly bigger bench today for this game. It was a good opportunity for him to mix in with the senior squad because at some point or other, I think he will break through into the senior team. And as you join us, we are playing in our white strip. We haven't seen so much of that this season since we changed strips, playing in virtually all white today. Our white with red bits on and white shorts, dark socks. Freeman comes forward, but he's dispossessed by the Burnley midfield. And that headed down by Wackhorst. McNeil is in. He's flashed that over the top, thankfully. And we live to see another day. They have a corner. Swung in and it's bouncing around and McNeil gets it. But VAR will have a look at it. We are in VAR territory here. I think it's going to be a goal, to be fair. I can't see that there was much wrong with that. Oh, no, it's disallowed. It shows you what I know. Dwight McNeil would have been his 4th goal of the season. Not quite sure. He is a player offside impeding the goalkeeper. And VAR said, no. Jenna tried to get that through, but nobody there to poke it through to. It's very disappointing. And they come forward again. McNeil is in. Vaghorst. And that one's all right, I think. 4th goal of the season for Vaghorst. And we go a goal down after 12 minutes. As I say, we are playing the Premier League side. Tuck that inside the post. Vaghorst. We'll do that. We'll encourage the team, I think. Not sure what that'll do. Seems to have had some sort of effect. Viner comes forward now to Roberts. Delibasharu. Young Coombs. Jenna being marked pretty well out there. Delibasharu. Semenyo. Roberts, who's been tackled and robbed of the ball. And that's the defensive line that they've got at the minute. But Roberts sneaks in. Delibasharu. And that ball kept in play. And it's Gray is through. Andre Gray, is it? Oh, lovely save from Bentley. It's gone out for a corner. And Garantier swings it in. But Delibasharu heads it clear. Kept in by Veghorst. And Gray was clear of the defence. But Bentley managing to get down to that one. Alex Scott, ex-Bristol City player. Why can't I see Gray? Oh, so Damari Gray. It's not Andre Gray. They're playing a 4-4-2, which is interesting. Hope launches that one. And they come forward again, causing us all sorts of problems. We're not in this at all. That's crossed and missed. Oof. Alex Scott must have thought I can score one against my old side here and flashed it over the top. Roberts with a throw-in. Half an hour gone. Rogers. Freeman. Back to Rogers. Oh, and he missed that. In fact, the goalkeeper made a save. Pope making a save. I think that's what the difference was there. Swings that one in and it's cleared away. Nelson will get there. Didn't come to anything, obviously. Rogers. Yes, he did. Didn't see Pope make the save. I just thought he flashed it wide. And, right, let's just have a look. Make sure we've got this all marked up. Never trigger press. Damari Gray. Tightly mark him. And also go in hard, I think, is the what we'll do behind that. As we head down to half-time. It is half-time. We've had our chances. 10 shots, 7 on target against their 9 and 3. Not so good on the XG. That's because we keep missing the target. We've had 58% of the possession. We should be able to get something from this game. And you come back and join us for the second half. No changes at half-time. We have changed our tactics slightly, though. We've gone to our 4-2-3-1 formation just to see if we can get something out of this. Young Coombs losing the ball. And tackle going in there. And Roberts picks it up in defence. Viner now. Dele Basharou, who's picked up a yellow card. Freeman. Rogers. Moving the ball around nicely here. Jenner. Rogers. Pushes that through for Dele Basharou, but it's too far in front of him. Pope easily picks that up. Launches that one forward. Viner underneath that. But gets it out to Pellegrini. Dwight McNeil crosses that in deep. Oh, it's come back over the post. Pring clears it. Beat Bentley and Bentley must have thought that was going in and then heard the ping off the post. Rogers. Dele Basharou. He's going to try and get this in. No, he's not. Roberts. Now he will. And Rogers heads it straight at Pope. And that's our other problem today is we've come up against one of the top goalkeepers, of course, Freeman. Rogers through to Jenner. Jenner's got clear. Oh, how did he miss that? Missed chances. We've not been in this. 15 shots, 10 of which were on target. 64 minutes gone. Morgan Rogers is tired. As we head down to 70 minutes, there's a corner. No, there's a free kick coming. Crossed in, and they've got their second goal. Weghorst, his second of the game. His 5th of the season, and that pretty much will be it. Bit late doing changes now, but we'll do it anyway. Bradley Dack can come on for Rogers in that slot there. Connor Roberts is tired. We'll make just that one change for the moment. Not having a lot of joy here. What I'm thinking of doing is if we change that to our 4-3 version 1. That's the one we'll do. Dak has gone up front. Jenner has dropped into that slot. That's not right. Let's swap them over. There we go. And let's see what will happen. Free kick very deep, and Vaghorn getting up above Nelson and delivering it into the back of the net. They have a free kick again. Swung that one in. That's come off the woodwork. And Viner, Bentley beaten again. And it's constant, isn't it? Burnley being the Premier League side. And what would be nice if it just finishes about 2-0, we'll be quite happy with that, given Our status. No quarter-final for us in the Carabao Cup this season. Done quite well. That's a long ball. It swung in and Weghorst, no, I think this may be offside, but Weghorst looking for his hat-trick there. And it is disallowed. He's given Nelson a torrid time out there today. Right, a couple more changes possibly. Semenyo has not been having a good time. Calamo Dowda can come on for him. And I think we'll make that one change at the back. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's undo that for a minute. We'll undo the Semenyo thing. Right, what we're going to do is Delabashiru is coming off. We'll take him off and we're going to give Omar Marshall a run out in central midfield there. And we will take Connor Roberts off, but we're going to bring on Zarate. And Zarate can swap with Viner. And Omar Marshall gets to make his debut against Premier League Burnley. How about that? Not quite sure what's going on here. Free kick. Yeah, free kick it is. And it's a goal. Jana gets one back. Now this is going to make it interesting. It's a Freeman free kick. It's headed on by Zarate. And it's headed on. Jana gets his head to it. It's 2-1. Can we get something from this? I think what we're going to do is we're going attacking because we've got nothing to lose. Just see whether we can get something out of this. 5 minutes of injury time. We're not. Unlucky. We've given ourselves a very good account of ourselves, though. It's a 2-1 win. Look at that. 21 shots, 12 of which were on target. So it's good 50%. 1.75. Better than their XG of 55% possession. We were just unlucky that they unlocked the door twice before we could get going. All in all, I put that down, even though we've lost against a Premier League side, showing that we're not a million miles away. So there you go. Confirmation of that result. A 2-1 loss in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Saka Jana getting a consolation goal on 82 minutes, and that's pretty much all it was. But, at the end of the day, we weren't completely overawed. It wasn't a cricket score against us, but unfortunately it's the second game we've lost in fairly close in the last 3 games, but hopefully it's not going to become a regular event. Right, Coventry next up, as we've already had a look at our past meetings with them. Did beat them last time out at Ashton Gate, but we've not had such a good time at the Coventry Building Society Arena, and let's hope today is a little bit different. How does the table look after the round of games that was going on while we were playing? As you will see, in fact, all of the teams apart from QPR now have played a game more than us. So it's a little bit clearer perspective is the word I was looking for. Couldn't get it out. Clearer perspective on things now. So as we can see, we have 22 points. Using our game in hand would take us up to 5th, I think it is. Just behind Nottingham Forest in 4th on 26 points. So if we were to win that game in hand, as it currently stands, we would be in 5th, just ahead of Luton on goal difference. and only 3 points off the top of the table, QPR. But having said that, QPR do have that game in hand. So assuming that they win that game in hand, it would be something like 6 points off of them. But even so, we literally only be 2 points away from an automatic spot, and I think we would probably take that. I mean, let's face it, the season preview had us down for 8th place finish. I'm not sure if that's changed, but need to go back to an early episode and see if it is. But yeah, certainly, as it currently stands, we are pretty much on expectations. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode and that game against Coventry City at the Coventry Building Society Arena. And this is the team that will face them. But before we have a look at the team that will play against Coventry in this match, I forgot who we were playing. Just to let you know that Queen's Park Rangers did say they had a game in the hand at the top of the table. They've gone and lost it. It was against Bournemouth, and Bournemouth beating the 3-1 at their place, which means that everybody above us now have played the same amount of games. Our game in hand against Peterborough is coming up. I think it's probably the next game, actually. And if we were to win that, we would end up in 5th place as it currently stands, and be looking down the barrel of a playoff place at the bare minimum as it currently stands, sort of 14, 15 games into the season, about a third of the way through. So it's looking promising at the moment. Let's have a look at the team that's going to face Coventry then for this one. In goal, it's Bentley, it's Pring, Nelson, Moore and Roberts back together in that defensive line. Delibasharu and Williams in midfield. Rogers out on the left, Semenyo out on the right, Delap and Jenna are on up front, and then on the bench it's Cairns, Fernandez, Freeman, Young Coombs, Viner, Masango and Gordon. And as you join us, Nigel Pearson has just recently been appointed as the manager of Coventry City, so playing his old side here today in this one. I took over from Nigel Pearson, who was sacked, which is how we ended up doing this little bit of a side of the from the bottom to the top series. We've gone past the half-hour mark, nothing happening. We have had 8 shots, 4 of which are on target. Nothing coming, no highlights, and it's going to be a half of no highlights. That's very poor. 10 shots, 4 on target, not quite 50%. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target. We need to be a bit more productive in the second half, methinks. And we start the second half. We have a corner. We've gone a little bit more attacking. Connor Rogers, Moore. It's come off the woodwork. Rogers, Semenyo. Moore hits it down, but only to a Coventry player, which was a bit lax. And they have the attack at the moment, which is a bit of a worry. And we need to be trying to win this ball back. We don't seem to be making much effort at the moment, which is a bit of a worry. And just get that feeling something's coming, and it is. Walker's in. And we're a goal down after 48 minutes. You could see it slowly building. And just really trying to find a way through, and eventually sliced us open. Bentley came out for it, but didn't block it. As I've said before, we do need to be looking for another goalkeeper, and if we go and lose this match, that's thrown our chances away in the other game. Roberts, I think, or Rogers, whoever it was, threw that ball in, but launched deep again. Nelson underneath this one, Pring. comes forward. Is he going to cross this into the box? He is, but Jenna way off target this time. An early chance to get back into the game. And Jenna fluffed his lines. Rogers cuts that one out. And he's been tackled and Cashman is in. Going out, push him in, and they come back inside. A shot from distance, and that's come back off the woodwork. Bentley beaten, I think. Roberts with a throw in. Semenyo. He wasn't too sure where he was going to lose the ball there. Delibashiru back to Semenyo. And Pring tries to have a shot, but didn't get it away. Delibashiru. He's got all the way back to Nelson. We'll try again. Pring. Nelson. Pring. And we've got a corner from that. It was obviously saved. Roberts with the corner and headed over the top by Moore. Right, I want to do a bit of a tweak to the tactic. Right, let's go into the tactics screen and let's have a look. It's the out of possession. Or is it? Hang on, it's in transition. One of these. Attacking width, tempo, passing directness. One of these we did a bit of a tweak to. Trigger press. Force opposition inside. That's what we want to do. We'll force them outside on this occasion. As they seem to be causing us bother down the middle. Really don't deserve to be losing this game, but that's the way it's looking at the minute. And Jana has picked up an injury up front there, and it's going to be young Coombs to come on for him. Back underway again. We might have to change formation, I'm thinking. 79 minutes has come and we're not getting anywhere, are we? Very fast here. Morgan Rogers, he's not had such a good game out there today. He can come on for Luke Freeman, and we're going to take Semenyo off on the other side. Mind you, having said that, Joe Williams has had a poor game in midfield. We're going to bring Masango on in for him. And that's the best way around as well. Right, they are our three changes. We're going to go to positive. Lap. Freeman can come in there. Let's bring Freeman inside. Bring Delap onto that side. And put young Coombs in the middle. And we'll try that formation. Freeman as the advanced playmaker on attack. To box midfielder Masengo. That's all the tweaks we're going to do. See if we can get this back. Maybe we should go to attacking before we finish this off. Point finger. Everyone is expected to win this match. Get out there and show them what we're made of. I can't do it at the moment. We can now. Let's change it back to attacking. I changed it down to positive, didn't I? Let's go attacking. We need to win this match. We have a corner. Roberts, get back on terms here. We can. And Tyler Moore, he's had 3 or 4 goes at that. Got there eventually. And we are back on terms after 83 or 84 minutes. His first goal of the season. And it's been coming today. He's had, as I say, 2 or 3 attempts and not actually made it count. But that gets us back on terms. And now we need to go in search of that winner. Moore. Avoiding losing, of course. Semenyo brings that down to young Coombs, and we're always forward here. Roberts crosses the ball in. It's gone wide. Delap crosses it back in. It's 2. He's bobbling around there and blocked twice. Roberts, who crossed it in. Delap tidies up, comes back in. Freeman first blocked, and then young Coombs is blocked by the defender. And Coventry save themselves from 2 goals in quick succession as we hit injury time. Not sure there's much more we can do. It's going to end up a draw. A 1-1 draw. Probably no more than Coventry deserve, really. 23 shots, 8 on target. So we didn't hit our 12. Didn't hit our 50% in the end. 60% of possession. Against their 10 shots, 4 on target. Points dropped, I think. We really should have had that put away and put to bed early doors. Didn't. The change of formation got us there in the end. But too little, too late, I think. And it goes without saying, a missed opportunity there for sure. Bentley, I think we really do need to look at potentially replacing him going into the transfer window. We finished the episode pretty much where we've been for some time now. 8th place, 23 points. Still have that game in hand at 25, but it won't get us up into the playoffs as it is now because West Brom have 26. So it will get us probably in front of Birmingham, but that is about it. We should have won that game today. Would have put us ahead of Birmingham with a game in hand. Be honest, we would have probably been up around here somewhere with that game in hand. As it is, points dropped and disappointing. Actually, if we win that game in hand, we'll actually put us up to 5th. What am I thinking? I was thinking 25 again, wasn't I? No, if we still win that game in hand, we still will be up to about 5th as it currently stands. So still to go. Oh dear, never seems to go right. Not the best of episodes, but that's the way it goes somehow. Jenna will be out for 3 to 5 weeks. Oh dearie me, that's not good. That really is a little bit of a knock for us, but never mind. There'll be other players that will come in his place. Right, we're going to play Peterborough, which is our game in hand. Wigan and Luton Town are offline. We're going to come back in the next episode for games against Bournemouth and then Reading. Bournemouth and Reading in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and our other series, of course, To Be a Legend and making Tottenham Hotspurs again. No, not To Be a Legend. Okay, from the bottom to the top. Let's get these two mixed up. Of course, our new series of FM23 as well. It'll keep you up to date with what's happening with that. And also some ancillary episodes that I will be bringing out towards the end of the month once I've had a week's holiday at the start of October around FM23. And also about, I promise you, some Kit Basher episodes as well, didn't I? New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. The next episode is out next Saturday, so watch out for that. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter. On Twitter at JustOffside2 is the Twitter account. And I thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 14. And as I've already said, it will be out next Saturday. Until then, it's a very goodbye.